20 dips in a sprinter. What's a two up? Never been afraid to play my cards. What's a risk to a winner? Barely hang out with these days. What's a lame to a real one? Never leave the house without the pack. Where my at? Take an L and try to double back. We ain't doing that. Say she mad, but I know it's cap. I've been through with that. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Need someone to hype me up. Hype me up. Never turn my back on my guys when they need me. Gotta give respect for my job, it ain't easy. In a good mental state, and God is the reason. This is plain Jane season.
Well, we have a cold night in the Northeast. A bad evening to be without a parka, but we are set for football at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup on tap, as it'll be the Buffalo Bills taking on the New York Jets. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. And a signal there for the fair catch, so this opening drive will begin at the 25-yard line. They start the drive with Cook. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Now, these two teams met earlier in the year in Buffalo, where the Bills winning that ball game. So they're looking for another win here at MetLife Stadium to take the season series 2-zip. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Now Allen. This to the tight end, Kincaid. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. To throw, it's Allen. And complete, right side to Cook. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. I know it's an emotional game, Charles. You can't do that.
And when you get into your film sessions and you argue your case with your coaches, that's exactly what they say at the end. You just can't do it. It costs your team.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Cook up the gut. And a good push up front, and he's able to navigate his way down inside the 30. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage. Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
They run again on first down. Cook to about the 26 here. This defense for the Jets, they were terrific a week ago in the win over Washington.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
On second down, Cook shoves him aside. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 14 yards, and the Bills will get a new set of downs. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they bowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. What we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place. So the shotgun snap to Allen.
That's complete right around the 8. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it'll be 3rd down. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3 and leaves him with 4th and 1.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
So on 4th down, off goes Allen. On comes Tyler Bass for the Buffalo field goal. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills' opening drive yields 3. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for him, both inside and on the perimeter.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21.
Let's go now. Mustang 19.
1st and 10, Richardson looks to throw it. Wide open receiver complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 25 yards that time.
Ready up.
Richardson working from the gun. This one complete to Ingram. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. Boy, a pair of big plays here. This one going for 29. Richardson to the air on 1st down. This one finds Pierce on the out route. And brought down, but not before they get... more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. Those are the kinds of plays right there that show you why he's the number 3 man in the NFL in terms of receiving yards.
Also tells you there's a full combination of what he's got going in his game. You name it, from route running to catching the...
Fighting his way in for a Jets touchdown. A great effort there with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Jets are able to answer the early 3 points and take a first-quarter lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Now, they entered play on a 2-game win streak, and then they've got the open date on their schedule next week. So this is a group that's really looking to hit the break on a high note.
And this will obviously be a tough game for them. Well, go ahead and pull this out with me, partner. If they win here and make it 3 in a row, they get to heal up after that. You've got to think that's an ideal setup and a worthy goal to play for in this one.
Charles, to move the chains that time, they had to complete it into double coverage, and they got it done.
And it's never easy overcoming multiple defenders, but he sure made it look simple. Found the right spot to exploit and won his 1-on-2 matchup.
Alert! Alert, alert!
They'll run on first down. It's Phillips, and he'll be taken down right around the 41-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That run right there was an offensive line coach's dream, wasn't it? Guys picked up all of their assignments, created a nice gap for the running back to get through, pick up 7 yards. Yeah, he's probably chortling on the headset right now saying, we got it going, boys. Let's keep it going.
Here's Allen. Eluding the pressure right. And he's taken down, trying to do a little too much, getting outside of the pocket, and it results in a sack. It'll go as a loss of 3 on the sack, and it brings up 3rd down. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. Throwing is Allen on 3rd. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Fights through and now a crease. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. And they're able to convert on 3rd with a solid gain of 23.
Well, a lot of times when you get a manageable 3rd down situation like this, you have to think about your tight end, and he comes through for him, picking up the 1st down.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. The Bills with the football as we start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle they go. It's Phillips. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second and 5. Allen gonna throw. Setting up the screen for Cook. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal. Great mix of play calling so far. 3 runs, 3 passes. All 3 passes have been completions. 1st and goal.
I think on defense now, you have to almost take a chance. Rely on your scouting. Pick a play you think they would run here, and just load up for it and see what happens.
They'll run with Cook. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
Brings up 2nd and goal at the 8-yard line.
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. They try again with Cook. And he's going to pull his way down to about the 1-yard line. 40 yards rushing for him now in the ballgame.
And Brad, they went to a nickel defense, and that's a surprise this close to the goal line, because ordinarily you use the back end of the end zone, the sidelines as extra defenders, and you want bigger people on the field to try and help against the run.
Allen now on 3rd and goal. That's to Cook out of the backfield. Touchdown! James Cook with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And the Bills have retaken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Now this is going to be returned from the back line of the end zone. And not a good return here at all, as they'll be forced to start at the 12-yard line.
Let's go.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. A lot of time for this unit to game plan on the sideline after that drive that they watched the other side just score. But remember, last time they were out, they scored as well. We'll see if they can seize that moment. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. A big play there with his 14th touchdown of the year, second of the game. And the Jets are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And the lead is now 14-10. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll elect not to run with it. The fair catch will move this out to the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Sitting in first place in the division. They've got an open date on the calendar coming up next week. So, Charles, you and I were talking about this before the game. This one for them kind of has some extra importance.
It certainly does, because if they can get the win here and pad their lead a bit or at least keep pace, then they can really kick their feet up and say a job well done at this point and not have to worry about ball at all until they're back in their facility, back in their meeting room, getting ready for the next game.
They had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. To the air, Allen. His throw incomplete. Prior to that, he had hit his first 6 passes to start the game, so on a nice little run to begin.
It feels like this offense has carried a stress reversal into the game, because you do practice it, you do go through it, and in this case, it is clicking exactly like that.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Ready? Ready.
Richardson to throw off play action. That's going to be caught. Touchdown, Jets. A 24-yard touchdown. And the Jets are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that makes it a 21-10 game. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he'll elect not to run with it. And a fair catch on the kickoff will move the ball to the 25. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of, do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Swinging this out wide here for Cook. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to take this one down to the 25. 47 yards rushing for him now to this point. With that last effort, he topples the 5,000-yard mark for his career.
And that doesn't place you among the absolute greats that have ever played the game, but it's a significant achievement and a very, very solid career.
Play action. Now it's Allen. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 14. Give them 10 yards there as this offense is on a roll. This drive continues to plunge forward.
And when you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice game.
11 more on that one and another first down. And Charles, with that completion, I'm told that puts him now over 3,000 yards passing on the campaign.
And Brandon, I think we have to start to think about where we are in the season, because right now 4,000 is not out of the question. I think a big game or two, he's certainly capable of getting that done.
Here's Allen to throw it. Flushed out right. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's second down.
Brings up second and goal.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Cook is in. Touchdown, Bills. It finishes off the drive with a touchdown run, Charles. Remember, he also had a catch on this drive as well.
And that's what running backs want to be in today's NFL, a complete back. 3 downs, stay on the field, run it, and catch it. And he gets it done.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-17. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away.
The Jets take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. 36 yards on the play.
This play is a thing of beauty when it works as designed, because they let the running back slip out of the backfield and head down the sideline on a wheel route. Number 1, it's easy for him to get lost. And number 2, really tough for the linebacker to run with him. And this ball's right on the money and leads to a big play.
He finds his man complete. That's Rhodes. And brought down before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on first and goal. One back in the backfield, he'll get the carry. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. From the 2 now, second and goal. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Jets will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Extra point up and good by Dicker. And that pushes the lead up to 11. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. Fair catch going to be taken, and this will be moved out to the 25. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
Brings up second and a yard.
Allen now looks to throw. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kenneth Murray. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 and a Jet touchdown. Now, the offense, they'd really not been able to mount anything yet on that drive, and the defense made sure they couldn't mount anything. The interception and the return adding 6 to the scoreboard.
And that's no small return for a linebacker partner. He took matters into his own hands and his legs on that pick. And once he had it, I don't think anyone on the field could have stopped it.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. And he'll just push his way forward for a few as the clock will run. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. And the Jets set to receive this third quarter kickoff, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in the second half. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be licensed to take some shots downfield.
On first down, it's Rhodes. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 114 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the third quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield incomplete.
A little bit of finger pointing and heavy discussion going on in the defensive backfield. It's man coverage, but they leave a guy wide open. They've got to be counting their lucky stars that this ball was overthrown.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route. And what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing. And they got it done.
Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Pierce. And he is going to have a Jets first down. He needed 5. He got it barely as it will officially go down as a gain of 5 yards.
Come on. At the 42-yard line.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. And he's got Pierce. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
1st and 10, 23-yard line.
Hawk 70.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. He was brought down there by Julian Love.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive. Because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. Richardson's throw caught by Bruce. That good for 6 as they keep this drive right on rolling. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. To give you an idea of how accurate he's been throwing the football, we're in the second half. That's just his second incompletion.
Well, if he's that locked in, that means everyone's locked in because to me it's like throwing a no-hitter in baseball. The pitcher may get the credit, a lot of people making plays behind him in the field.
And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On 3rd down, here's Richardson. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. From 13 yards out. And the Jets take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. So another touchdown there, and even though we're still just here in the 3rd quarter, kind of hard now to see them giving up this lead.
And this is just an offense that's imposing its will right now. You name it, they're able to do it. If you're the play caller, whatever you want to select is there. You want to run it, you want to throw it, pick a play, any play. They're rocking and rolling right now.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
Yeah, they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Now this shot downfield on 2nd down is brought in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Now Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes. But the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10. Allen to throw once more. He will find Diggs in the end zone. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs with a milestone career touchdown number 100. Joining Curtis Martin and Franco Harris at the century mark as he continues to climb the all-time list. And the Bills get a bit closer. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that'll cut the lead down to 18. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. Escapes the defender. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
At their own 22-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 49-yard line. Up the middle they go. Rhodes. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
Here's Richardson to throw. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Well, that's what you're looking for when you want to throw the ball downfield. You want one of those guys who can play out on the perimeter, can play out wide, who can not only get open, but when they're covered, can uncover themselves downfield and create catches.
On 3rd down, it's Rhodes. And he is going to have a Jets 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night.
Here we go.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Eagles.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. He's got it to Ingram, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st. The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
Carlos Basham able to make the play defensively.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes, and he's heating up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game, and while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
Come on.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, a perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 8. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. A 16-yard touchdown run. And the Jets add on to their lead, and they are also closing in on a 5th straight victory. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Next is your Jets 49, Bills 24. Cameron Dicker to kick off.
Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they've blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Gregory Rousseau make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
You can almost see all the defenders rubbing their hands together with glee because we all know they relish the chance to bring down a quarterback of his caliber. Anyone who brings him down has plenty to talk about. Not just a sack, but a big win built off the efforts of this defense.
He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have a Bills 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, this game was decided a while ago, and that completion there is going to artificially inflate his passing numbers. So right now, the only one really applauding probably his agent as he thinks about angling for a new contract.
Allen's throw is complete, and that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45.
The defense was ready for the back to leak out and even had a second player waiting to double him up. If you're going to commit to doubling a back, you better prevent a completion, but give him credit. Extra determination, extra effort, turn it into a successful play.
And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 39. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs. Now Allen again. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll just get rid of it.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's got a man. That's caught left sideline. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. He got 29 yards that time. Throwing on first down is Allen. And this is going to be intercepted. And the Jets are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
Let's go now.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And after the interception, they are sitting in an even better spot with the ball and a comfortable fourth-quarter lead. A little bit of space there for the first down run, as that's going to get them about 5 yards.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge. Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
Brought down by Ed Oliver. Here's a 2nd and 5.
The 36-yard line.
They'll keep it on the ground. It's Rhodes, and he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Here's 3rd and a few inches.
70 Timberwolves. Ready.
Now a handoff up the middle. Rhodes, and he is going to have a Jets first down, maybe by about a yard as they find a way to convert on 3rd and inches.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one.
Let's go.
And they take a knee.
Let's go. Let's go.
And they will take a knee here.
Got it. Ready? Ready.
And they'll indeed take a knee. they gave the nation quite a show, putting up that many points to come away with what will certainly be a memorable win for them.
And Brandon, I think it's as simple as this. Some players, some teams, they're just meant for the big stage. And when they get a chance to play in this type of atmosphere, where all eyes are on them and all the lights are shining brightly, they show up and they show out.
So for the Jets, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8.